Hey, good morning, students. This is Jay Vishakhan. For this lecture video session, I am going to take the topic factors of production. So, what does factors of production mean? Factors of production are an economic concept that refers to the inputs needed to produce goods and services. The factors are land, labor, capital, or entrepreneurship, or the enterprise or the producer. The four factors consist of resource required to create a good or service, which is measured by the country's gross domestic product, that is GDP. The factors of production have been categorized into four: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Let's see one by one in detail. First, let's see land. According to Marshall, he says that land means the material and the forces which nature gives freely to man's aid in land and water, in air, light, and heat. It refers to all natural resources. All natural resources either on the surface of the earth or below the surface of the earth or above the surface of the earth is land. One uses the land to produce goods. It is primary and natural factor of production. All gifts of nature such as rivers, ocean, land, climate, mountains, mines, forests, etc. are land. So these are natural resources, right? So the reward for land is the rent it receives. That means the payment for land is rent. The features of land as a factor of production. Land is a free gift of nature. Right? Land has no cost of production. It is immobile. It is immovable. 70% is water and 30% is land, which you are aware, right? Next, the land is fixed and limited in supply. And here we have the multiple uses, right? And differs in fertility. Land is permanent, which cannot be changed. Right? That is a passive factor of production. Types of land: residential, commercial, recreation, cultivation, uninhabitable. Residence type of land, commercial type of land, recreational type of land, cultivation land, and uninhabitable land. So people cannot live there. Next factor of production is labor. It is human resource available in an economy. All human efforts that assist in production is labor. This effort can be mental or physical. It is a human factor of production. It is the worker who applies their efforts, abilities, and skills to produce. The reward for work is wages or salaries. That means the payment for labor is the wage. Let's see the characteristic of land as a factor of production. It is a human factor. One cannot store labor. And no two types of labor are the same. That means their efficiency differs. Right? Labor is mobile, active factor of production because they are moved from here and there. Types of labor: unskilled, semi-skilled, skilled, and professional. Let's see the third factor of production, which is capital. That is the indirect factor of production. So capital refers to the all man-made resources used in the production process. It is a produce factor of production. It includes factories, machineries, tools, equipments, raw materials, wealth, etc. The reward for capital is the interest it receives. That means the payment for capital is interest. The characteristic of capital as a factor of production is capital is man-made factor of production. It is mobile. It is a passive factor of production. It is variable and it can be stored. Next one is types of capital. That is fixed, that is a durable one. Working and venture are the types of capital. Let's see the entrepreneur, which is the enterprise or the producer. Right? The ability of take risks and run a business venture or a firm is called enterprise. And entrepreneur is a person who brings other factor of production in one place. He uses them for the production process. He is the person who decides what to produce, where to produce, and how to produce. The person who takes this decision along with the associated risk is an entrepreneur. The reward to an entrepreneur is the profit generated from the business. That means the payment for entrepreneurs is profit. The characteristics of entrepreneur is he has imagination, he has a great administrative power. An entrepreneur must be a man of action, innovation, risk bearing. He should have a knowledgeable person. He must have a professional approach. So let me just cite an example by comparing all the four factor of production. For an example, bakery. So as a land, piece of land is a land, that is factor of production. Right? And labor, one who bakes the products is a labor. Then oven and fridge and other items are capital. The entrepreneur is the one who brings everything together. Right? So hope you have understood the factor of production. Thank you.